This is not about money. This is not about working harder, waking up earlier, or grinding until you break. This is about something far more powerful. This is about the way you think. Because here is the truth that most people never hear, and the truth that changes everything once you do. Rich people are not special. They are not luckier than you. They did not get some secret handed to them that you were not given. But they do think differently. And that difference, that one shift in the mind, is the reason some people build wealth while others spend their whole lives chasing it. Think about this for a moment. Two people, same city, same opportunities, same 24 hours in a day. One stays stuck. The other builds a life of freedom. What is the difference? It is not talent. It is not luck. It is not the family they were born into. It is the way they see the world. And here is the hard truth, the thing nobody wants to say out loud. The reason you are stuck is not because the economy is broken. It is not because your job pays too little. It is not because you did not go to the right school or know the right people. The reason you are stuck is because of what is happening inside your mind, your beliefs about money, your relationship with risk, your idea of what is possible for someone like you. That is where it all starts. And that is what we are going to fix today. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how wealthy people think. You will see the patterns they use. You will feel the shift start to happen inside you. And you will have real action steps you can take today. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. This is not just a video. This is the beginning of a new way of seeing the world. But before we go any further, if you're watching this right now, you are already someone who wants more. You are someone who is willing to learn, to grow, to change. And that means this channel was made for you. Subscribe right now. Hit that button. Because every week we share ideas like this. Ideas that will sharpen your mind, grow your thinking, and help you build the life you actually want. This channel is for people who are serious, and you are serious. So, subscribe and let us get started. So, let us begin. 1. Wealth is a mindset before it is money. Here is how most people think about wealth. They think, if I had more money, my life would be better. If I had more money, I would feel confident. If I had more money, I would be free. And so, they wait. They wait for the raise. They wait for the bonus. They wait for someone to give them permission to start living. But here is how rich people think. They do not wait for money to change their mind. They change their mind first, and then the money follows. What does that mean in real life? It means they think in terms of abundance, not scarcity. It means when they see an opportunity, they ask, how can I make this work? Instead of, why won't this work for me? It means they have a long-term vision. They can see 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, and they make decisions based on that future, not based on how they feel right now. Think about someone like Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on earth. Was he always rich? No. But even as a young boy, he thought like a businessman. He sold chewing gum door to door. He bought a pinball machine and placed it in a barber shop to earn passive income. He was 12 years old. He was not lucky. He was thinking differently. And you can too. Here is your action step. Tonight, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Ask yourself this question. Do I believe wealth is possible for me? Be honest. Write down your answer. Because until you believe it, nothing else in this video will matter. The shift happens in the mind first. Always. Power line. You do not rise to the level of your income. You fall to the level of your beliefs. 2. Rich people focus on assets, not income. Most people have one goal when it comes to money. Earn more, get a better job, ask for a raise, work more hours. And there is nothing wrong with earning more money, but it is the wrong focus. Here is the difference. All poor mindset says, how can I earn more? Rich mindset says, how can I own more? Income is what someone pays you. An asset is something that pays you. A salary stops the moment you stop working. An asset keeps working. Even while you sleep, even while you're on holiday, even while you are doing nothing at all. Real estate is an asset. Stocks are assets. A business that runs without you is an asset. Intellectual property, a book, a course, a piece of music is an asset. Rich people are always asking, what can I own that will pay me? Think about this. Most people spend their entire career building someone else's asset. They work for a company, they give their best years, their best energy, their best ideas, and at the end of it, they walk away with a pension and a thank you card. The owner of that company, they walk away with an empire. The difference was not hard work. Both people worked hard. The difference was ownership, your action step. This week, learn about one type of asset, just one. Real estate, index funds, a side business, a digital product. Just begin to understand how assets work, because knowledge is the first step to ownership. Powerline, stop selling your time, start buying your future. 3, they delay gratification. This one is uncomfortable because it goes against everything modern culture is telling you. Buy now, get it today. You deserve it, treat yourself. And look, there is a time for that. Life is meant to be enjoyed, but rich people have learned something that most people never do. Short-term pleasure costs long-term freedom. Every time you spend money on something you do not need, that new phone, that expensive dinner, all that impulsive online purchase, you are trading a piece of your future for a moment in your present. Rich people feel the same urges you do. They see the same things you want. They are not made of stone, but they have trained themselves to pause, to ask one question: is this moving me closer to freedom or further away? There is a famous study. A group of children were put in a room with one marshmallow. They were told, if you wait and do not eat it, you will get 2 marshmallows later. Some children ate immediately. Others waited. When researchers followed up with these children years later, the ones who waited had better jobs, better health, better relationships, and more financial success. 1 marshmallow, 1 decision. A lifetime of difference. You are making marshmallow decisions every single day, every purchase, every distraction, and every time you choose the easy path over the right one, your action step. For the next 7 days before every purchase, ask yourself, do I need this or do I just want it right now? That simple pause will change everything. Powerline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the price of freedom. Be honest with me right now. Which of these have you been struggling with? The asset mindset, delaying gratification, believing that wealth is even possible for you? Drop it in the comments right now. Just write the number 1, 2, or 3, or write all of them. No judgment here, because knowing where you are stuck is the first step to becoming unstuck. Comment below. Let us talk about it. 4, they make money work for them. Here's the trap that most people fall into, and they do not even know they are in it. That they trade time for money every single day for their entire lives. You wake up, you go to work, you give your time, you get paid, you come home, you sleep, you do it again. And the problem is not the work. Work is good. Work is meaningful. The problem is this: time is the one thing you can never get back. Rich people understand this deeply, and so they reach a point where they stop asking, how do I earn more? And start asking, how do I make my money earn for me? They invest. They build systems. They create income streams that flow even when they are not actively working. Think about a machine. You build it once. You maintain it occasionally, but it runs every day, every hour, without you needing to operate it by hand. That is what wealthy people build. Financial machines. It might be a rental property that pays rent every month. It might be a portfolio of stocks that pays dividends. It might be a YouTube channel, like this one, that earns advertising revenue long after the video is made. The point is this: you can only sell your hours once, but a system can work forever. Your action step. This week, think about one thing you could create or invest in that could earn you money without your direct involvement. Start small. Even $10 a month in a passive stream is the beginning of a new way of thinking. Powerline. The goal is not to work forever. The goal is to build something that works for you. Forever. 5. They think in decades, not days. We live in a world of instant results, instant food, instant information, instant entertainment. And this has trained our brains to expect instant rewards from everything, including money. People want to get rich fast. They want the investment that doubles overnight. They want the business that explodes in 30 days. They want results now. And when the results do not come now, they quit. This is one of the biggest destroyers of wealth in the modern world. Rich people think differently. They play a longer game. They plant trees they may not sit under for 10 years. They make investments that will not pay off for a decade. They build slowly, steadily, and patiently because they understand something most people do not. Compounding is one of the most powerful forces on earth. A small amount, invested consistently over a long time, becomes something extraordinary, not because of one big win, but because of time. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He said those who understand it, earn it. Those who do not, pay it. Time is not your enemy. Time is your greatest ally. If you start now and stay consistent, your action step. Think about where you will be financially in 10 years if you change nothing. Then think about where you could be if you started one new financial habit this week. Write both answers down. Let the contrast motivate you. Powerline. Patience is not passive. Patience is the most powerful strategy you have. 6. They learn differently. Here is something fascinating about most wealthy people. They are obsessed with learning, not in school. Most of them are not defined by their degrees, but they never stop growing. They read books. They seek mentors. They study people who have done what they want to do. But here is the key difference. They do not just consume information. They apply it. Most people read a book and feel inspired. They feel good. They feel motivated. And then they go back to doing exactly what they were doing before. Rich people read a book and immediately ask, what can I do with this? What can I test? What can I try? They are not looking for theory. They are looking for tools. And they are not afraid to fail when they try something new. In fact, they expect to fail. They see failure as data, useful information that tells them what to adjust, what to change, what to try next. Think about Elon Musk and SpaceX. Rocket after rocket exploded in the early years. Billions of dollars gone. And most people said he was finished. But he kept going, because every failure taught him something. And eventually, those lessons built the most advanced rocket company in human history. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. Your action step. Pick one book, one podcast, or one online course about money, investing, or business. Start it this week, and as you go through it, write down the one thing you will apply immediately, not next month. This week, Powerline. Knowledge you do not use is just entertainment. Apply what you learn or learn to stay stuck. 7. They take calculated risks. Here is the fear that keeps most people small, the fear of losing. People do not invest because they are afraid of losing money. They do not start businesses because they are afraid of failure. They do not take opportunities because they are afraid of being wrong. And so, they stay safe. They stay comfortable. They stay exactly where they are. But rich people understand something deeply important. Staying safe is the biggest risk of all. Because while you are waiting for the perfect moment, for the guaranteed outcome, for all the conditions to be right, time is passing. Opportunities are closing. And the future you want is getting further away, not closer. Rich people are not reckless. They do not gamble blindly. They do their research. They study the risk. They ask, what is the worst that could happen? Can I survive it? And is the potential reward worth it? And then they move before they feel ready, before it feels perfect, before they are sure, because they know this. Certainty is a luxury that does not exist. If you wait until you are certain, you will wait forever. Think about every great entrepreneur, every great investor, every person who built something meaningful. They were scared too. They had doubts too. The difference is they acted in spite of those doubts. Nick, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear is present. Your action step. Think about one thing you have been avoiding because of fear. One opportunity you have not taken. One decision you have been putting off. This week, take one small step toward it. Not the whole leap, just one step. Powerline. The risk you are most afraid to take is usually the one that will change your life. Now, you have the blueprint. 7 ways that rich people think differently. 7 shifts that separate wealth from struggle. Let us go through them one more time, fast and clear. 1. Wealth is a mindset before it is money. Change your thinking first. The money follows. 2. Focus on assets, not just income. Stop selling your time. Start owning things that pay you. 3. Delay gratification. Trade small pleasures today for enormous freedom tomorrow. 4. Make money work for you. Build systems. Create streams. Stop trading hours for dollars forever. 5. Think in decades, not days. Play the long game. Let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. 6. Learn and apply. Do not just consume information, use it, test it, and refine it fast. 7. Take calculated risks. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It does not exist. Move anyway. This is how wealthy people think. This is how they see the world. And now, so do you. But here's what I want you to understand. This is not just information. This is not just something interesting you learned today. This is a mirror. And when you look into this mirror, I want you to see something new. Not who you have been, not who the world has told you that you are, but who you are becoming. You are not someone who waits for things to get better. You are someone who builds something better. You are not someone who is afraid of risk. You are someone who studies it and moves with courage. You are not someone who trades all your time for all your life. You are someone who builds systems and earns freedom. That shift, right there, is the beginning of everything. Wealth does not start in a bank account. It starts in a moment like this one. A moment where you decide, with no turning back, that you are going to think differently, act differently, live differently. You are the one. You are ready. And you have already started. Now, here is what I need from you. First, drop a comment. Tell me, which of the 7 lessons hit you the hardest? Which one are you going to apply first? I read every single comment. Let me know where you are in this journey. Second, share this video with one person, one friend, one family member, one person in your life who needs to hear this message. Because wealth thinking spreads, and the people around you shape the way you think. Share it. It might be the most important thing you do for someone today. And third, watch the next video, because this is just the beginning. The next video will take you even deeper. More strategies, more mindset shifts, more tools to build the life you are now choosing to create. The playlist is right here. Click it. Keep going. Do not stop now. You are just getting started. Wealth starts in the mind, and your mind just changed. Now, go do the work.